Gibby. I go by she, her, and I am the owner's daughter. So I manage the store, I do the books. That's my thing right now, just the books. No, we're from Berwyn. Right now I live by the United Center, but I grew up walking here. We had family members here a long time ago, family friends as well, but they have since moved out. But this is, it's memories to us. We opened here in 2018, end of 2017, beginning of 2018, and we did close during the pandemic, 2020, and we came back 2021. And the process was, my dad originally, I think he just wanted to find something closer to home, because we were up in the north side on Addison and Austin, but that was too far. That was getting too far, so we needed something a little bit closer, and so this place was open, and we've been here since. Well, my dad's the selective one, so he doesn't take just anything. He tries to collect things that are, first off, special to him. So I'm not sure what his process is, but there's always a story to everything in here. He's the one that knows. I try to remember because people ask me, and then I'm just like, hold on. So usually, and look, he's calling right now. So he's the one I usually go to for a lot of help, and if people come to the store a lot, they'll know that every time there's a question, he's always the one I call to. But yeah, sometimes people will bring things in here, but even in that, he's very selective in the things that he says yes to. But yeah, that's the collection of things here. Well, one of my favorite pieces I have at home. It's like a little musical box from the 1930s. It was made in Poland or the Czech. I can't remember exactly, but it's a musical box, and it's not your typical music box where it sings like more common music. So yeah, it just sits in my vanity right now, and that's been my favorite. And then just a whole bunch of, I think that piece up there might be one of my favorites too. She's not for sale. She's kind of like the guardian. A Bible from the 1700s or late 1700s or early 1800s, but that sold maybe like 2-3 years ago, and it was like worn and torn, but you can just tell the history, and like, I don't know, it was very beautiful. But that was that has been the oldest thing that we've had in here. Well, these bookshelves, he went to, I don't know if it's Iowa or Idaho. I always get those two confused. It was an old library that was closing down, and so they went up for sale, and he went to go get them, and that was our second time in the store. The first time we were in the store, it was like a labyrinth. It was bookshelf, 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 and then it was like in the middle was like little areas you could just say hide and go seek, that's for sure, or tag, but also very, everything was very fragile. So then when we came back the second time, the first time we had the store in the back, but the landlord, her daughter has another business in the back, so then we were only able to have this area. So then my dad had to get really creative, so he got these and just made sure to hire someone to do them safely, and everything I think is pretty much from here. People bring things, sell things, trade things, do art here, so yeah. Okay, so originally my brothers live in New York. So that was where the idea started to come up, because they were like, well, why don't we start a second store over there, and then that way my brothers can take care of that one, and then we have this one here. But then New York is impossible. You have to be really quick, and since my dad's over here, it's really difficult for him to be traveling back and forth. We originally wanted the one next door because we were looking to expand, because people have been asking for like bigger items, and so we've kind of used up all of our space here. So we had started looking up on the north side, we had looked on the west, we had looked even in the loop, but I think it just wasn't right. I think God was like, no, just wait. So then we wanted the one next door, but someone got it real quick. So then my parents were visiting my grandparents, and they had just gotten back, and like on the first day they had gotten back, the second store put for rent, and so my dad was like, it's right there, right across the street, and it's easy because it's just the three of us, my mom, my dad, and I. And so it would have been more difficult to get in the car, drive X amount of minutes or hours or whatever, or not hours, minutes. And so, I mean, it was all divine intervention because it's literally right across the street. So whenever I'm overloaded with people, then my mom will come, or we'll take turns. My dad right now is focusing on that store just because he's still working on it and fixing it, and he's the brains behind it, everything. So yeah, now it's nice. I think it's just easier for us to have it right across the street. It's also awesome because we love Pilsen. We've done a lot of bonding with a lot of our neighbors here. It's just been really chef's kiss. I'd love to support my dad, and my dad loves to do this, and so it's kind of like when you follow your passions, you're so happy to do it, and it kind of like overflows, and so it builds a really encouraging and positive environment. So thank you for stopping by, guys.